If you are creating products online and you've ever launched to no sales or crickets, this is the video for you. And by the end of it, I'm going to give you a playbook that is so super obvious that you're literally going to be kicking yourself at the end. But you need to watch to the end to actually learn how to do this. I've launched to crickets, I've launched to no sales, and it sucks. And I'm going to tell you exactly how to do this because when you follow this playbook that I'm about to give you, you will make sales every single time. Not some of the time, every single time. Every time that I've done this, that I've followed these exact steps, I have made sales. And you can too. And it is not that hard. So before we get started, my name is Brian O'Neill. I run 2 school communities and I help people launch businesses using the skills that they already have, whether it's from their 9 to 5, a life transformation they went through, or something that they're really, really good at. Here's how you do it. The first thing that you're doing is you're building products and services, offers. You're making offers that nobody asked for. And this is going to be very important to remember. Nobody asked for them. You'll probably go and look at ChatGPT, or maybe you'll do some research, or maybe you'll buy somebody else's product or service, be like, okay, offer this, make this offer, build the whole thing out, make the funnel, build the entire course, and then go launch it. And then just go find people to buy the thing that nobody asked for. And that is the thing that usually leads to 0 sales or a few sales and or nothing, crickets. And then you start to doubt yourself. You get frustrated. It's like, I wasted all that time and nobody bought it. And I'm going to give you the right way to do it, which is to do it completely backwards. Build stuff that people actually said that they wanted. And how you do that is you put an audience together. Now, before you click off the video, I don't have an audience. I'm going to help you with that as well. So stick with me. If you do have an audience, the easiest way to find out what people would want is to simply ask them. And I know that that sounds like an obvious concept, but nobody does it. Every time I think about an offer that I have, and I will give you multiple examples in this video, I validate it with my audience first. And I don't need hundreds of people to tell me yes. I need a few people to tell me that they're interested in it, and then I will launch the thing. And I'll give you an example with my most recent school community, which is my 3rd community, Mindset School. It was an idea that I had, and I knew that people wanted help with their mindset. I knew it because I had done many, many calls in my coaching career, but mindset's hard to sell because you can buy books, you can watch YouTube videos, and people just aren't really interested in that usually. They just want to, like, show me the money. I want to make money. So I validated my group, Mindset School, with my audience. And here's how I did it. I went to my email list, which at the time was about 1,500 people. And I said, hey, I'm going to start this community. It's about this. I don't know what's going to be in there. I want you to help me build it. I'm probably going to charge $5 a month. Maybe it's free. And I don't really know what's going to be in there. And I want you to help me build it. Is that something you're interested in? Reply, I'm in if you are. And about 25 people replied to that email that I sent out. And I also reminded them, I sent out like 7 or 8 emails saying, okay, just making sure I put them on a wait list, right? I just kept reminding them that this was coming. Then I ran ads, and you don't have to do this. I ran ads to the wait list. Same message. I'm thinking about doing this, right? Here, I had a video. This is what it's going to be, free or $5 a month. Once I had enough people that said yes, I launched it. And on day 1, nobody joined. But then on day 2, people started to join. They started to sign up, and they were paying $5 a month. And then here's what I did. I did calls, one-to-one calls with everybody in the group. I offered a one-to-one 20-minute call where I don't sell them anything. And I find out, I don't pitch. I find out exactly what their challenges are. And I kept getting patterns repeated, right? Like, hey, I overthink everything, or I have too many business ideas, or I do too much market research. I don't even know what business to start. And that's how I built out my offer, my classroom. I said, okay, I'm going to build this. And guess what? That course that I built is a result of all of those calls and all of that market research, the research with the actual people, not with AI, not with Google, not with YouTube, but the actual people who are buying the stuff, who raised their hand and said, I need help with that. I asked them, and then I built the course with them because they had a say in it. I didn't just build it for them and say, okay, here it is, go buy it. And there's no surprise that that is my most popular course inside of the group and the one that people rate the highest. Now, that's one example. So you can absolutely do that with a school community. You can go in and you can start a free school community, right? Under the $9 hobby plan. It's $9 per month just to open up a group. It's the best deal on the internet. You would then bring people together around a topic. Again, mine was mindset. I didn't know what was going to be in there. Hey, I'm interested in sales. I'm interested in woodworking. I'm interested in whatever. Or I've solved this problem for myself. A lot of you are going to sweat the idea. If you don't have an idea, I leave a resource for you in the description. It's called the Skill to Business Formula. It will give you a multiple business ideas and based on what you already know how to do in under 15 minutes. Over 7,000 people have downloaded it. The thing works. It's free. Just try it out. It'll give you an idea. Here's another example that I gave on another offer based on my success on YouTube. I went from 1,100 subscribers to over 10,000 subscribers in about 60 days. And people were asking me how I did it. And I kept telling them, and they were like, oh my goodness, that's so fascinating. So I had an idea for a workshop where I would show everybody exactly what I did. Here are the results, and here's how I did it. And I validated it before I launched the workshop. I went to my group, my community. I went to my email list and said, this is exactly what I said in the messaging. I said, hey, I've done this. A lot of you have been wondering about this. So I'm thinking of doing a live workshop. I'm probably going to charge $50 for it. I will not sell you anything because people hate that. They hate to be sold on webinars and one-to-one calls. And how do I know that? My audience told me. Listen to your audience. They said, we don't like getting pitched on calls. So I stopped doing that. So back to the YouTube thing, I said, if I get 20 people to say yes, then I'll run the workshop. 41 people said yes, and I made $1,500 off that webinar. I launched it. I sold the recordings separately inside of my group. I made $1,500 off of a very simple validation. I knew I was going to make sales because people said they wanted it. They were ready. They were ready to go. It was a 2-hour workshop. It was live Q&A. I didn't just talk at them for 90 minutes and then questions at the end. I said, you can stop me. You paid to be here. You get to ask questions. You don't get to listen to the guru for 90 minutes. And then you got to wait till the end to ask your questions. You get to ask them during it. People love that. It was a small group vibe. And then as a result of that, I did 6 more, did the same process. I validated it. I said, okay, this worked really well. Here's what I'm thinking about doing next. It would be 6. This is how much I'm going to charge for it, which was $250. You'll get a one-to-one call with me. You'll get all of the recordings. It'll follow the same exact vibe as the other ones. And guess what? People bought it. This is not rocket science. It is so very simple. Here's another example I'll give you because a lot of people wonder what to charge. Like, what price do I charge? Where should I be at? I have a mastermind group. It's a 4-figure mastermind group for people who want to hire me as their one-to-one coach. I have gone from certain levels in the mastermind group. And every time that I go through the pricing, I ask my audience, right? And normally it comes from one-to-one calls where people are saying, well, you're not charging enough for this. Like if somebody says that to you and it happens 2 times, you need to double your price straight away. If people are joining and telling you that it's a great deal or they don't blink at your price when you tell them what the price is, you're not charging enough. Those are signals. You don't need to go talk to some guru who knows nothing about your offer or your audience or what the problems are that they have. You listen to the members, the people that you're actually helping. If they're telling you you're not charging enough, charge more. A great way to do this, like if you're unsure about the price, right? This is going to be one of the biggest takeaways in this video. If they say to you, hey, wow, that's really inexpensive. You're not charging enough. I would immediately say, because a lot of you get taught to like, well, I can charge you more. It's like, don't say that. Say, okay, great. I appreciate that feedback. Let's just say it's $1,000, right? What do you think it's worth? I'll honor the $1,000, but what do you think it's worth? whatever they say, if you get multiple people to say that, 2 or 3 people to say that, that's your new price, and it's been validated by the people that paid the $1,000 for the thing. "Oh, I would have paid $1,500 for this," or "I probably would have paid $2,000 for it." Then you know. Now you don't have to guess. You've got the data, you've got the market research. Those questions are absolute gold. So ask your members, your current clients. You can go back to them. Any member, anybody that you've helped or that has bought your product, you can go back to them and just simply ask them, what do you think this is worth? I know you paid $100 for it, but what do you think it's worth? Your feedback matters to me. A lot of people are going to be very, very scared to ask their audience for feedback because, oh, they're afraid of what they might say. Well, it's not worth enough, or this or that, and it's like you're not really worried about what they're going to say. You're worried about you. You're worried about how you're going to feel if they say something bad. And that feedback, that feedback that your clients will give you based on your offers and your pricing is literal money, and you're ignoring it. And that is the biggest miss that you're making in your business. Don't ask a bunch of other people who know nothing about your offer, your audience, as to what you should charge. Ask your audience, ask your members. If you have a school community, if you have an email list, ask them. Everybody has an opinion, and they love when they get asked what their opinion is. They want to give it to you. When you ask your audience, when you ask your members what they want, they will tell you if you listen. They will also tell you stuff that you didn't even ask about, which is even more valuable information. So, if you don't have an audience, if you don't have a list of people that you can ask about your offer or your idea, then the easiest way for you to do this is to bring them together. And you can do it with a free school community, $9 per month, the hobby plan. And I will leave a link in the description. You get a 14-day free trial. They teach you how to do it. They actually teach you how to open up the community and how to get members. And I have a lot of videos on this that you can watch. It would be a good idea for you to check this one out that I made on the $9 hobby plan that walks you through everything. There's really no excuse here in terms of getting started and getting an audience built. And if you already have one, I promise you, you will make sales if you do this. It is the right way to do it. You build it with them and not for them. You will never launch to crickets again if you follow this process. That's my promise to you. Thanks for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one.